results, the market should go up, and we should keep driving it up and have it keep going up and let it be much, much bigger, much, much better. And, growth doesn't mean inflation. They're always afraid that, we have, and if there is inflation, that's okay, then we can slow it down. But we should be able to do a lot better than 3 and 4. We're scheduled to be at 4%, which is pretty amazing because we have a deadhead Fed hair. I mean, this guy, the head of the Federal Reserve is a stiff. And, you fight that. It's amazing. We fight that, and yet interest rates are going down, except with him, not too much. He did a rather, I would say, a rather small number that could have been doubled, at least doubled. And that's the other thing. I think the rates for the United States are always the lowest in the world, because without us, there is no world. Without this economy, there's no world.
What's really important to understand is that we are doing a limited pilot program that has important guardrails that are in place, because we've seen with the events that have happened on offshore exchanges that it's more important than ever that Americans deserve safe U.S. markets under U.S. regulation.
I'm really pleased that with all the expert input from the industry and from the people who are actually the largest firms, both traditional and crypto natives, that we're able to put this into place, and we're really delivering with action and with making sure that we can do what I think is like the killer app for blockchain technology in our markets, which is, again, really collateral management, which is going to bring, I think, trillions of dollars in savings from both an operational efficiency perspective and just, again, bringing down the costs.
Now, great American workers. We are going to replace
on other
the
networks.
armies of millions of people. Well, remember, the army of millions and millions of human beings screwing in little screws to make iPhones. That kind of thing is going to come to America. It's going to be automated. Infrastructure build. I think that's going to create advanced manufacturing so we can bring manufacturing and reshore it to America. Remember, Americans don't have millions of people to screw in little screws in iPhones, but we do have the capacity to run robotics. When I say robotics, think about it, a modern auto plant, with those robotic arms doing the welding. Thousands of technicians will be manning those factories, and that's what's going to come to America. I think you're going to see enormous manufacturing growth in America across pharmaceuticals, semiconductors, autos, steel. It's all coming home.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important.
Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Basak. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And if you're a part of the Patrons, make sure you go watch the video I just uploaded. It is very, very important. And then also, when you put that video that I just uploaded, and then watch what Jerome Powell stated, you see how close we are to this fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. We know we have options tomorrow. So anytime we pull back early, it won't be so bad tomorrow. And also, we know Jerome has stepped back into the building, buying these treasuries, and that's going to give the markets a pump. We see the Dow up big. Even though it's only 30 stocks, we have the NASDAQ down, but we have Russell hit new highs, and that's the small caps. Why? Because they lowered rates. And teamwork makes the dream work. Patreon members sent me this early. Coinbase is stopping USDC rewards unless you're paying for the subscription. And as the Fed cuts rates probably a couple more times, we're going to see trillions and trillions of dollars move out of these money market accounts and go find yield. And we know that's when the crisis is going to begin. And of course, I'm going to go over the Fed later on in this video. And then we have Rich Dad, Poor Dad author speaks about God's money, gold and silver, and then the people's money, Ethereum and Bitcoin. And he states as they're moving up, fiat is done. But guys, remember, this is all orchestrated, all planned. And unfortunately, the money that we're going to be moving over to is going to be programmable, where they'll be able to tell you what, where, when, and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And we know that is biblical. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. That's why it's so important for you to understand the technology, so therefore you don't fall for the devil's tricks. You do not want to fall on the wrong side of history. I'm telling you, you don't. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates pulling back, but they're nowhere near where they're supposed to be. Remember, the Fed has cut 75 basis points since September. And then we have Japan. News has come out that they're definitely going to start raising rates. And that's starting in December. So that means they're going to raise 25 basis points. And they're going to start getting in a rate hiking cycle. And that's the real reason why the Fed is stepping in. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And right now we have the dollar pulling back, and as Japan starts raising the dollar, it's going to keep further going lower and lower. Remember, Trump has to devalue the dollar in order to devalue this debt, in order to get us over to this level playing field. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And right now we have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Bhutan launches TER, which is basically Treasure, a gold-backed sovereign digital token on Solana, set to go live December 17th. No, it's not 5 years away. No, it's not 10 years away. No, it's not 2 or 3 years away. It is here now. That's right, a sovereign digital token backed by gold. Yes, you cannot make this stuff up. And we know Tether is leading this fourth industrial revolution. And Tether launches QVAC Health, a privacy-first wellness platform that unifies wearable and health data into a single encrypted, offline capable dashboard powered by on-device AI. And we see Tether deeper and deeper in AI and robotics. And we know they're going to start dangling that carrot because they want all your health data. And when they have all your data of all your health, guess what you become? That's right, a machine. Is this the next steps to moving over to transhumanism? And that's the reason why it's so important for you to join that Patreon. Make sure you're watching that video. I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo a little over $5 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Treasury is working in the background to control that long end, because no one, and I mean absolutely no one, wants that long-term paper. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we had Jerome in the house yesterday. Make sure you watch the video I did last night. And Jerome Powell lowered rates 25 basis points, which we expected. But then we also see in the bond market, they just don't care because Japan is about to make that move. And Japan makes that move the same day that we get the Epstein files. And don't think it's a coincidence. You have to know you're in a game in order to play it. And we have Jerome Powell is going to be buying about $40 billion worth of treasuries over the next 30 days because they know it's going to be a whole lot of volatility. And of course, Jerome Powell gets to ride off in the sun when things start to get real bad. They're only going to hold us up just for a little while until they can start up these machines. And that's how you know that black swan is on his way. And we have Scott Bessent calling for an overhaul of the regulatory body that was created due to the financial crisis. And don't forget, he is definitely a George Soros puppet. This is a planned demolition of this legacy market. And remember, it's globally. It's a global collapse in order to bring in this new fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the CFTC having a meeting to discuss market structure development in the derivatives market. And of course, the participants, the CEOs from Polymarket, Kalshi, Crypto.com, Gemini, and Kraken. And at first, you would have the old guard invited. Now we're seeing crypto invited inside these meetings. Why? Because this is the new digital economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs down as I'm doing this video. But we did have all four Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP had inflows yesterday. Now we had CBOE has certified its approval to list and register the 21 shares XRP ETF. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have Grayscale's Bit Sensor Trust hits public markets days before first having event. And what did I tell you when I reported this? Make sure you follow the money. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. And the key word is research. Now we have spot trading rollout opens DYDX to US-based traders for the first time, starting with Solana. Also, we have Gemini secures designated contract market license from CFTC and allowing it to offer prediction markets to U.S. customers. And again, we clearly see the agenda. Also, we have Klarna is partner with Privy to explore integrating crypto payments directly into the global payments ecosystem. And we know all this is the steps of pushing the digital economy forward, all about pushing adoption. These fintech apps allow the sheep to get moved in without them even knowing. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have Revolut and Trust Wallet team up to offer instant Bitcoin and crypto purchases in the EU. And again, that's all about adoption. Also, we have State Street and Galaxy Digital partner to launch the tokenized private liquidity fund called Sweep, offering 24/7 on-chain liquidity using PYUSD. The fund is expected to roll out first on Solana in early 2026. And we have State Street, probably has about $51 trillion under management. And never forget, these big banks have been here from the beginning. And we know Galaxy Digital's Mike Novogratz is a Goldman Sachs guy. They slither around like snakes. We've seen them with everybody that failed, but they're still standing. And why? Because we know they're NWO puppets. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And lastly, we have Coinbase will enable DEX trading for all Solana tokens and no listing needed. And yes, you heard that correct. And what is that about? That's right. It's all about fees. They're trying to get that money. And when you're trying to get that money, we know it never ends well. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team Save the Village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team Save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.